Greetings, gamers! Welcome to part 6 of my Let's Play Fire Emblem 10 Radiant Dawn. And in today's episode, going to be continuing with this most difficult of early game chapters. I wouldn't say it's the most difficult ever, but it is a very difficult one. You have to play very smartly if you have any hope or desire to defeat it well. And I would say that I'm doing fairly well here. Nolan wouldn't mind the experience points. Yeah, Leonardo wouldn't either, but he's not going to get much more than Chip unless he crits here. Yeah, I was not expecting him to crit. Oh well. Alright, Nolan, go ahead. Nice. We're getting a level up with Nolan. Level 13. He is also another good candidate for early promotion with the Master Seal. If I crit here, Edward is taking this guy out. Nice. Very nice. Trade, Wind Edge to Iron Sword, Sacrifice. And then heal up Micaiah. Nice staff rank, C. That means she can now use physics already, and we're not anywhere near close to being able to actually have a physic. Sacrifice again. Micaiah, I'm telling you, Micaiah loves this experience points. You have to be very mindful about how you deal with Micaiah's levels. Getting her experience points is actually super difficult. Bonus experience points is a viable means of getting around that, I will admit, but it is not the way I want to go about fixing that issue. Alright, so let's go ahead and move Ileana right here for the time being. We can actually just move Aaron. Yeah, why not? Who cares? Right next to Laura. We want them to support up as soon as possible because I believe they have to be at a B rank by a certain time. Alright, we have to hope and pray here that, yeah, Edward does not get a crit. He would have been attacked by the tiger as well. Decent level up. Not anything amazing, but decent. Alright. Yeah, so Soth here is actually, he is by no means going to need pretty much any weapons in his inventory for a while. I kitted him out with some, what I would say, fairly decent upgrades with those, that Beast Killer and the Iron Knives. Decent level, not the greatest, but decent. Magic on him actually has a purpose. We'll see what that purpose is later, but it's definitely not something that exists at this moment. I might... Yes, I actually will be able to give some very good experience points to Leonardo. He desperately needs it, as he is probably the weakest member of my team besides... Well, Meg is... Yeah, I think Meg is actually the weaker unit. This is a terrible chapter for her, too. It's not likely I'm going to get any experience points with her at all. Level 3. I mean, her bases aren't gross. They're not the worst ever, but not exactly great. And let's equip you with that. And I think that is my turn. Yeah, the heal jars actually heal 20% of your health. Aw, no crit. Would have been nice, too. Alright, so Leonardo can get some more chip damage. I think I'm going to finish this guy with Micaiah, though, because it's her turn to get some decent experience points. It's basically like every enemy you kill in this chapter is a boss when it comes to experience points, which is funny because Pain and Agony, the bosses of this chapter, actually give you way more experience points than even they do, which is really nice. So a level 7 Micaiah, that's not bad. Rescue. You can't, but Meg can. Open this chest. Got a pure water. Nice. Do have to hold this position for a little while longer. Let's see, can you reach? Yes, Agony can reach. I don't necessarily want him to either. I don't necessarily know how much longer I'm going to have to wait here. I have to make sure that it is a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna figure out that right now, actually. I think for my plans, it's better to... I could save this guy for someone else. I could actually save both bosses for someone else. I don't really want them both to go to Soth, so in that case, I'm going to go right here, equip the bronze dagger. He can't reach, but Agony can. I think I will stay right here, as I'm still getting Nolan C support. 25, 6 defense, 10. He's going to have 26, so we're pretty well good on that. He's also not doubling. Edward is almost doubling him, which is great. Perfect.
Puny little humans, come and fight.
We might be puny, but you're about to eat those words. Gotta move Ileana so that she can help in this fight. Elf Thunder should be fine, especially if she crit. That would be nice. And no crit for her. Unfortunate to say the least, but nothing I did not expect. Thani.
Ooh, a black mage. Shiny, sparkly magic makes me so scared.
We do not want your treasures, and we mean no ill will. Step back, and we will not harm you.
If the fire don't roar like a furnace, it don't scare me. I'm gonna rip your throat out.
This guy's a nice enemy. Fani doing a beautiful amount of damage. Oh, he can't even attack from there. That's strange. That is actually strange. I guess I could rescue? What a waste. Let's see if I hit here. If I don't, I'm just gonna have to heal up with Edward. Okay, I did. Now, it's time to see how much damage I do, because depending on that number... Okay, so I do 4, and I've got 95 hit. Honestly, what's the chances of me missing here? I'm not real happy about the thought of that. That's the best hit rate I've got, too. Very nice, Edward. There should not be any more reinforcements in this chapter either, so that's good for me. Strength and speed. Awesome.
What happened to me?
You got defeated. That's what happened. Alright. Take out this tiger without having to fight him in close range. Nice, Oath. Nice. In lieu of the fact that none of these guys can reach, and I don't think we have any more reinforcements, I'm just going to go ahead and heal up Edward. And that is my turn. Alright. Nothing. I wonder if he cannot get stuff just because he has a full inventory. I'm going to be finding out relatively soon. Okay, this is route enemy. Some more experience points for Micaiah, always awesome. I don't think Meg is going to be of much help, but you never know. She could end up being the linchpin to a rescue strat or something like that. Laura doesn't really need the chip experience points. I do like these healing jars. Alright, cool. We don't have to be empty or missing. Beast Foe. Something that's very, very useful later on. It would actually be incredibly useful now, but you can't necessarily have it all. 13 AS. He's going to have 12, so he's not going to get doubled. That's nice. Let's go ahead and sacrifice yet again. More experience points, the merrier. And can't reach quite yet, so it's okay to move up just a little bit. Heal up Micaiah some. And that's my turn. Alright, so very hilariously, I could just go and attack and defeat Pain because he decided not to transform yet. But there is a good reason as to why I'm not going to do that, and that has to do with the experience points you are losing by doing that. Alright, so I don't think Edward is weighed down anymore by that steel sword. No, he is not. That is nice. He is finally not weighed down at all.
Come here so I can taste you.
I like how Micaiah goes on and on about how, or Soph and Micaiah go on and on about how it's the orc ignorance that causes the issues that the orc and Legus have with one another. And then you see in this instance a bunch of Legus bandits that are just no good. They are the stereotypical like evil creature. You would almost imagine, yes, these guys are going to want to eat me because they're beasts. It's kind of funny in my humble opinion. And that is a chest with 3,000 gold. As I said, it is worth it. Buying stuff, buying stuff and forging, even if you don't necessarily think you should have to at the time. Alright, who are we KOing this guy with? We can finally use the steel bow with Leonardo. Don't equip this if you are going to take counterattacks, because... Oh, well, actually, it doesn't weigh him down anymore. Nice, nice. Super nice. Micaiah would love the experience points, so that's who is getting it. Wind Edge. I could give a bit more experience points to Edward by breaking this iron sword. I think I'm going to do that. If he crit, that would have been super funny. Steel sword. That's what you need, and that's what you're getting. Her levels are pretty inconsequential. Alright, so... at least for the time being. Attack with light.
Boy, Bjork are good eats.
Listen up. We did not intentionally intrude on your territory.
I'll listen while I'm gnawing on your bones.
Alright, Pain. Get ready to suffer some pain, right? She actually had a little bit of a chance to miss there. Not a large chance, mind you, and she got speed again. And defense. Micaiah, you're doing great.
Well, how did this happen?
Because you're a bandit in a Fire Emblem game. What did you think was going to happen? You were going to live? Ah, a kitty cat. Had no idea that this was what I was going to be attacking. Might double, Nolan? And did not. Nice. Alright, so we just have to be mindful of that guy's range. We don't want to... Alright. We actually can just move you back for now. We could. Ooh, I think I will. Take a bit more experience points with Leonardo. We just don't want him to come out here and attack us because we need to get that chest first. After we get the chest, then it's fair game. Speed level up. Super good. Bronze dagger. Shove. Converse. Yeah, it's just nonsense. Heal up with a little bit of sacrifice. I'm going to do that the last couple of turns. Micaiah doesn't really have anything else that she needs to do. We did get another heal staff, so I guess it's perfectly viable and useful to use that on Laura. Getting her promoted is also a good idea. Not needed, but it can help. You got a Seraph robe. which set an item that increases max HP by 7. Yes, very nice. I appreciate. I will continue appreciating. I could... Okay, what's this guy's speed and strength looking like? 10 speed. He's going to be doing 26 damage. So 16 damage in total once. I think that is fine. I really do despise how little experience points you get with healers in any game outside of Thracia and Genealogy. It's just such a shame that Jugdral games are the only games in the franchise that have good healer experience points. It is honestly a shame. Yeah, this can work. This means it'll be an easy KO for whoever I want to give it to. And that's a level up for Nolan. Nice, level 14. Yeah, he's looking like a very good candidate for a Master Seal. In fact, I kind of want Edward to get his last little bit of experience points, and then I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, give it to Edward, and then I'm going to give him the Master Seal. Nice. Pretty good, pretty good.
Yune, where are you? You can come out now.
You and that bird, it's a little strange.
You're just jealous. Wait, I hear something.
I can't hear anything.
Someone's singing. It's coming from over there.
Micaiah, wait. Yes, let's run off to unknown. Parts unknown.
You. Hello? Who are you?
I'm Raphael. A voice guided me here. Was it yours?
No, but I heard a voice that guided me here as well. Someone or something may want us both here.
You're Leguz, aren't you? One of the Huron clan. And 2 of the Beast tribe, right? That is correct, Bjork youth. Your white wings reveal you're of the Huron royal family. Are you related to Prince Rayson, by any chance? Rayson? My younger brother? You know of him? You could say that. We served in the same company for a while. What? You are suggesting that my brother is still alive? Yes, he is alive. And as far as I know, your father the king and the Princess Leanne are as well. Unless something's happened, all 3 of them live in the royal palace of Gallia, country of the Beast tribe. Unbelievable! My father and my sweet Leanne, they're still with me? Oh, goodness. I'm not alone. Not anymore.
Raphael. Hello, are you... I am Nyla, Queen of Hatari, and this is Volug, my loyal servant. Our kingdom lies far east of here.
There's a country on the other side of the desert?
As I said, we have just traveled from here. Until we met Raphael, we didn't know where there were countries on this side of the desert. After all, no one had ever crossed the Desert of Death and lived to tell of it. Without Raphael's guidance, we would never have survived the crossing.
My people, the Huron clan of Serenade, were blamed for the murder of Begnion's empress. Begnion mobs rose up in rage and massacred them. I had thought the whole of my clan, my entire race, had been wiped out. I wandered the desert in despair. If not for the queen, I would have died. In Hatari, I vowed to dedicate my life to her. And yet every night, for these past 3 years, a voice has called out to me. Day by day, it has grown stronger, until the voice led me to you all. Your news brings such joy. Father, Raisin, Leon, my beloved family, my thanks to thee, oh goodness.
Raphael, you talk too much. Control yourself. You, Bjork, what's the best route to Gallia?
For a group of Legers, traveling through the Dayan countryside would be suicide. It will take you longer, but we could take you as far as Crimea.
We would be grateful. By all means, let's travel together. But why go to Crimea? Why not travel directly to Gallia?
Entering Gallia by yourselves would be nearly impossible. The man you need to get you into Gallia actually resides in Crimea. That man, Ike, is in contact with King Kanagus and his advisors. There's no doubt in my mind that he's the man you need.
Right. Lord Ike, hero of the Crimean liberation, leader of the Grail mercenaries.
And some bonus experience points. Nice.
The history of Tellius is a history of warfare, or so the troubadours say. It is a history of unending conflict between the Bjork and the Laguz, a history penned in blood and scarred by mistrust. The Bjork fight with the weapons of man, the sword, the axe, the lance, and the magic arts, while the Laguz, able to transform into beast, bird, and dragon, are weapons unto themselves. Both were created equally by the goddess, but neither race has ever accepted the other. The Heron Prince, Raphael, the Wolf Queen of Hatari, Nyla, and her vassal, Volug. Is the Dawn Brigade's meeting with these three Laguz chance, or a sign of things to come? Micaiah can only wonder.
Chapter 5, The Lost Heir. Desert of Death outskirts. Obsolete lodgings.
We have to go back to the desert. We still have something we need to do.
It'd be great if we were able to find Ashnard's son. I'm burning up out here.
I'm not sure what it is. I see a lot of images, stacked on top of each other. It's hard to see what they all are. There's danger, battles, and terrible sadness, but also hope. Whatever our destiny is, I know we'll find it in the desert. Let's go.
I understand, Micaiah. I'll tell everyone to make ready. Ooh, another bit of managing. Let's go to the info first, shall we? Soth. Hey, Micaiah. I sold the treasures we took from the ruins. We have traveling cash now.
How did we do?
We have 10,000 gold.
Great, that'll help out a lot.
Maybe. We could use more.
Soth, 10,000 is plenty. We just need enough money to live on. More than that, and the soul becomes impoverished.
I know. We should be rich of heart and poor of pocket. Me, I just follow your orders. Ah, yes. 13,000 golds over this past chapter. Nyla. So most of the conversations that are 3 stars do give you something. They're actually worthwhile.
So, you're returning to the desert? Yes, we must go back.
My dear.
Yes, Raphael, I know. Micaiah, I have a question. How can we help you in this fight?
What?
But I know you probably don't want to be seen with Laguz, but we cannot just sit on our paws, so to speak, while our allies are in danger. I appreciate that, but... No? Fine. Sorry to bother you. No. It's not what you think. Please don't apologize. It's just that... What is it, Volog? I see. That is a good idea.
Oh, yes, I agree. That's a wonderful idea.
Yes?
Volug?
What's going on? Micaiah, it will not seem so strange if you travel into the desert with this dog at your side, will it? What? As you know, we Lagoos fight only in our shifted forms. However, we can't remain in that state for very long. It is too exhausting. Volog, however, has half-shifted. When he does this, he can remain in beast form all day long. Queen Nyla, I appreciate your help. He is not as strong in this transitional form. Even so, he is still more than a match for any Bjork. How could you call Volog a dog? I know, he's not as friendly as a dog, and I don't know if he's even housebroken, but he can fight. That is not what I meant. Micaiah, we wish you good luck. Volog, guard her well.
Do be careful.
I will, thank you. Volog, is she always so blunt?
Laura and Aaron.
So, you are an old friend of Laura's?
Yes. I'm afraid I must apologize for my poor choice in employers.
Please don't worry about it. After all, you saved us.
When I saw Laura, I simply couldn't stand by any longer.
Thank you, Aaron.
I've been meaning to ask you, Laura, what's become of your church? I'd heard that since the occupation, most of Dayan's clergy have been excommunicated and sent to prisons. I know that the Empire sent its own replacements. Was your church affected?
No, thankfully. Our congregation would always say the clergy of the Empire wouldn't even consider coming to a dingy church in the backwater village like this. You've been spared, minister. We extended our prayer time to thank the goddess for saving our church.
Ah, I see.
Oh, Aaron, I meant to tell you, now that you're one of us, you'll have to become a bandit. Excuse me?
I'm sorry, bandit?
There's really no need to worry. The Dawn Brigade bandits have virtuous people like Micaiah in their ranks.
Okay.
No, we're not But always remember, Aaron, we must strive above all else to be honorable bandits for the future of Dayan.
Alright.
Bandits? Seriously? Oh man, where is this prince anyway? I want to go home to Navasa.
A long-lost Prince of Dayan. Who even knows if he really exists?
Of course he does.
How do you know? Do you have any proof?
Simple. Micaiah told us we should look for the prince, so it's gotta be true.
Yeah, you're right. Her farsight is always spot on. Even if we don't find him, there's no need to worry, because I'm here. Excuse me? Since we left Navasa, my swordsmanship has pretty much improved tenfold. By the time we get back home, I'll be invincible. I'll kick those tyrants out of Dayan with my own 2 hands and 1 sharp blade. It's great to have a dream, Edward, but you should wake up now. Are you saying I'm not good enough?
No, I'm saying there's a limit to how much one person can achieve. I'm going to do the best I can, but it doesn't matter how strong the 2 of us become. We can't change what's going on in Dayan. Not by ourselves.
Well, duh. I'm just saying it's a goal, you know? Just something to work toward. Sure, but you shouldn't say such things lightly. It might be just a joke to you. It's not to me. Wow. Sorry. Yeah, well, so am I. I didn't mean to get so serious. All the fighting, it just gets to me sometimes. Hey, boys. What is this? A funeral? What's with all the doom and gloom?
Nolan.
I couldn't help but overhear, and I have a little to say on the subject. You're right. Each of us can only achieve so much on our own. But you boys are still young. Don't let go of your hopes and dreams. Not yet, anyway. But, listen, there's no way we can free Dayan by ourselves. But we can find King Ashnard's lost son and fight against the Empire under Dayan's banner. If we gather our strength, we stand a better chance of freeing our motherland. Now then, how's about that for a little motivation to get your sorry backsides into training harder?
That's great. Thanks, Nolan. You're pretty smart for an old man.
Hey, now, none of that, or I'll show you what an old man can do. Leonardo, are you feeling better?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Nolan. I guess age does make you wiser.
How old do you think I am, anyway? Now I'm getting depressed.
Too good, too good. Oh, yeah. I think to top off this episode, I'm going to do one final thing, and that is actually... I'm going to be giving
Nolan the first Master Seal. That has to do with the fact that he is a higher level. And I'm going to be using said Master Seal so that Nolan, a fighter, can become a warrior. Yes, you can skip the class change animations in this game, which I find to be quite awesome and very useful. I won't necessarily be doing that from now on. I just wanted to show off that you can skip it. But, yeah, so now I have a level 1 warrior. Pretty decent bases. They're not exactly great, considering that I did early promote him, but it will be a manifold help for the chapters to come, having more promoted units. Edward is probably next, being honest. Leonardo, him too. I do want to promote Leonardo at some point, but other than that, I think that's all for today's episode. I want to thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe, depending on your platform. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.